Mabuhay and aloha, and welcome to Kababayan Today. My name is Ted Benito, your guest host, and I am so thankful and honored and privileged to have as my special guest the one and only chairman from Iron Chef America, my friend Mark Dacascos.
Hey, Tedster.
How you doing?
I'm really happy to be here.
Thank you for making my time. Well, thank you not only just for making time for this show, but I just wanted to publicly say thank you so much. Every time I have called you and Julie to come out for either a fundraising dinner to help with the disaster relief or to help with a special project like with Mending Kids, you've always been there, and I wanted to extend my mahalo, my thanks to you for doing that.
Ted, you're more than welcome, and I want to say you are one of my heroes.
Uh-oh.
And you know this, and you know this. I hope you know this, because look, you go out of your way, you take your time to help other people that need it. You help tons, thousands of people, and you give people like myself a chance to help. So I thank you, because you've got a big heart and you're a good man, kind, good, smart man. And thank you for having me.
I try, but you know, you've made it easier for me. So let me start with the beginning. Okay. What was it like growing up in Hawaii? I mean, did you ever think growing up in paradise that you would be where you are at today?
Tell you the truth, Ted, I don't think I ever, as a kid, I don't think I ever thought about being this old. So you know what I mean? I never thought I'd make it this far. Actually,
really?
I never thought about, because I'm 50 now. I never thought about where I would be at 50 years old.
Much less in this business. And
much less in this business, because it was never my desire or aspiration to be an actor. I mean,
what did you want to be?
Well, the thing is, my grandfather was in the military,
right?
You know, and when I was growing up in Hawaii, every Sunday we'd go out to Kaneohe Marine Base and go fishing, and I would always put on my army uniform. Well, actually, I had both Army and Marine fatigues, so I switched back and forth.
Right.
But I wanted to join the military as a kid. I wanted to be like my grandfather, and then.
Well, I did not know that. Wow.
Well, it happens, you know.
Right.
You know, so at my youngest age, I wanted to be a military man, and then when I was when I was about 11 years old, almost 12, my father and my stepmother, who raised me, brought us to Germany, where I spent most of my teenage years, and that's when I really got into martial arts and started digging into spirituality and religions and philosophy.
Right.
And at 17, I thought I'd be a Buddhist monk, and I left from Germany and I went to Taiwan to study Buddhism and be a monk. So no, I never thought I'd be here with you doing a TV show.
Okay, but wait, so your dad and your stepmom, they are world-known, world-renowned martial arts experts,
Yes,
right?
My father created his own martial arts style. He came from the Kaji Kempo system, which was formed in Hawaii, and then branched out and did his own style called one-hop kyundo, which means combination fist art style. In essence, it's mixed martial arts for the street, not sport, it's self-defense, straight on. And he still travels all over the world, and he teaches police forces and security, and you know, just the real stuff, not movie stuff, but real stuff. And then my stepmother, who raised me, was one of his students, and she became one of the top female competitors in the United States for 5 years straight back in her day.
Amazing. Okay, so explain to me, how did you then come from that world and sort of come to acting? I mean, how was I don't see the connection.
Okay,
but,
yeah, it's crazy. It's been a crazy life. At 17, I had seen Jet Li in that movie Shaolin Temple, and I thought, that's what I want to do. I want to be like Jet Li, yes, because he was a martial artist. He was altruistic in that, you know, he was a Buddhist monk. He helped people and he did martial arts. And I thought, that's what I want to do. I want to help people and I want to do martial arts. I'll be a Shaolin monk, you know? So in my mind, that's what I was going to do. So I saved my money from teaching martial arts classes at my dad's school. And he and I went to Taiwan, because he didn't have any connections in mainland China yet.
Okay.
But he knew people in Taiwan. And I thought, okay, Taiwan, and it's not too far to China. Right. So I'll go to Taiwan first, you know? So I'll start off in Taiwan. So I went over there to study Mandarin and practice my martial arts, so that one day I would enter a Buddhist temple and, you know, Shaolin temple and be that.
Okay, so how does that get you into Hollywood?
So I'm only there for 6 months.
Okay.
And after 6 months of living a certain life to prepare, and I'll tell you the details another time.
Okay.
I make my way back to Germany because I thought, okay, well, I'm obviously not monk material. So, for many different reasons,
Okay,
the idea was good. But I make it back to Hawaii, and then I'm thinking, well, maybe military, and I go down and I talk to the recruiters and stuff, and I'm not sure about that. So then now, at almost 19, I'm in San Francisco, Chinatown, trying to figure out my life. And I'm teaching martial arts classes at my stepmother's school in San Francisco, Malia Bernal, who raised me.
Okay.
And on a lunch break, I'm going to lunch with my then girlfriend, and two guys stop me. One of them being Chris Lee.
The director? The
producer from Hawaii, Chris Lee, who was former president of TriStar, who's done some great movies, and he's a great guy. And Chris Lee stops me, and he says,
out of the blue?
Out of the blue, he sees me, and I guess in his mind, he thinks that I would be a good match with Joan Chen, because they were looking for a guy, a teenage guy, to play Joan Chen's boyfriend in this movie for Wayne Wang. But anyway, so he asked me, he says, are you an actor? I said, no. Would you like to try? I don't know. He gives me his number, says, if you decide you do, call me, come and audition.
And what is it? The rest they say is history?
Well, not quite. I told my mom, and she goes, well, why don't you go do it? You know, it's like you thought you'd be a monk, you thought you'd be a military man, none of that worked out. Maybe try acting. And I said, well, okay.
All right, hold that thought.
Don't tell me. What's happening?
Hold that thought. We are going to be right back with my special guest, Mark Dacascos, on this special edition of Kababayan Today.